It's that time of year again. Dust off your flower crowns and get ready because Coachella is back and already serving up more chaos than most reality shows. Every April, the California desert becomes a hotspot not just for music lovers, but for influencer drama, wild headlines, and the kind of last-minute artist shakeups that make festival-goers sweat. And this year, it's already off to a messy start. Let's begin with the lineup. Lady Gaga, Green Day, and Post Malone are leading the charge, and after all the past Coachella cancellations and reshuffles, fans are hyped. But here's where it gets controversial. Travis Scott is also performing, and that's got people talking. If you remember, Travis was removed from Coachella's 2022 lineup after the Astroworld tragedy, where poor crowd control led to devastating losses. Many felt he encouraged the chaos and didn't stop the show despite visible distress in the crowd. Lawsuits, investigations, and a public backlash followed. Now, with his return to the Coachella stage, opinions are split. Some people are ready to move on, others say it's too soon. Meanwhile, Lady Gaga herself is dealing with her own drama. She's being sued for $100 million by Lost Surfboards, who claim the Mayhem logo tied to her new album rips off their trademark design. While her legal team is trying to get the case thrown out, the timing couldn't be worse with Coachella right around the corner. So far, there's nothing stopping her from performing, but it's definitely a cloud hanging over what should be a major comeback moment for her. As if that wasn't enough lineup chaos, we've had several dropouts too. Anita pulled out due to personal reasons, expressing disappointment but gratitude toward the festival. Then there's the band Gel, a hardcore punk group that imploded after shocking allegations against their guitarist, including stealing band funds and posting explicit images of fellow members online. Yes, you heard that right. If it sounds like a Netflix doc waiting to happen, that's because it totally is. And it doesn't stop there. FKA Twigs also had to cancel due to visa issues, despite saying she poured her soul into this performance. Fans are heartbroken, and so is she. Thankfully, Coachella scrambled to fill the gaps. Weezer is stepping in for Weekend 1, and Ed Sheeran is hopping on for Weekend 2. But again, this kind of lineup chaos seems to be a Coachella tradition at this point. All this drama might make you think tickets would be flying off the shelves, but not quite. General admission for Weekend 1 did mostly sell out, but VIP and some GA with shuttle passes are still up for grabs. Last year was reportedly one of the lowest-selling Coachellas ever, and while they're aiming for redemption this year, ticket prices are sky high. And we're not just talking about the tickets. Think travel, lodging, food, transportation, and yes, festival fits. Airbnb prices shoot up to $5,000 to $10,000 during Coachella season, and even camping isn't cheap when you factor in everything else. And this leads to the yearly influencer discourse. People are tired of the whole thing feeling more like a status flex than a celebration of music. Influencers get comped luxury homes, artist passes, and still complain about being bored or overwhelmed, while regular fans drop thousands just to camp in the heat. It's sparked a wave of nostalgia, with TikToks going viral, showing throwback Coachella moments from the early 2000s. When the grass was green, the outfits were humble, and people were actually there for the music. But it's not all doom and gloom. Some fans are pumped about this year's lineup, calling it the best one since the pandemic. They're saying it's packed with artists they'd never be able to see live otherwise. And let's be real, hot take incoming, but some argue that if you think the lineup's a flop, you might just have bad music taste. There's always something good on the schedule. You just have to look past your Spotify Wrapped. Now, let's talk about the real spicy news. Literally, Buldak, the viral spicy ramen brand, is teaming up with Coachella this year for what they're calling a one-of-a-kind festival experience. They'll have a huge pop-up in the Indio Central Market, sampling spicy dishes and selling their signature heat all over the grounds. Sounds fun, right? Well, TikTok is losing it over this, and not in a good way. People are joking, okay, maybe half joking, that it's going to be a bathroom disaster. Spicy noodles in the desert heat? In porta potties? Yeah, the porta potties are about to enter a new circle of hell. As hilarious as that is, it kind of sums up Coachella perfectly. Every year brings its own mix of music, influencer chaos, viral food trends, and just enough mess to keep people talking. And if you're going the best advice, go with people you love, plan ahead, stay hydrated, and actually go for the music, not just the TikToks. Weekend 2 might even be a better bet if you want more of that music first vibe, since it's less flooded with influencer crowds. So whether you're watching from your couch or heading to the desert yourself, one thing's for sure, Coachella 2024 is already delivering drama, and we haven't even made it to the main stage yet. Let me know who you're excited to see this year and whether your team Coachella is iconic or Coachella is overhyped. I'll be sharing live updates all weekend on Instagram, TikTok, and Shorts, so follow along if you want the real tea from the desert. Until then, stay safe, stay spicy, and maybe steer clear of those ramen samples.